Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Transport Fever. We are in the town of Tacoma, following a food truck. He has got a load of food ready to go in and make a bit of money. The food distribution to Tacoma is working out well. We are making a bit of money. You can see we have 1.8 million down here, and if I click on this, our loan is down to 0. So we've completely paid off the loan this year. Everything is just coming up roses. This food line has worked out great, and it worked. The passenger station works out fine with the cargo station right here. Worked out great, no problems at all. Our lines seem to be running smoothly. Our biggest problem right now is over here with the cargo distribution, and we just. The train that's running between here and the food processing plant is just not big enough. It's not capable of keeping up with the supplies and demands that we have going on here. I'd like to upgrade it, and we will upgrade it, but the problem, I want to wait till we get a little bit more technology, get some engines with a little bit more oomph. So I think that's going to be really off the table for a while. We'll get to it at some point. The passenger service is doing okay. It's not doing bad. Let's just take a look at our passenger train, see what we have going on. Since we expanded it, it's actually not been full, and I'm not sure if this is an issue, if the demand just fluctuates. And yeah, there's that hitting the bottom there. We didn't remove the road first, and that's what happens. The train just goes ka-thump as it goes underneath. But yeah, I'm wondering if we may need to upgrade our taxi services in order to make this work better. I was looking over here at one of these train stops over in Tacoma, or one of these bus stops, and there were a lot of people waiting here earlier. That problem has seemed to go away, just because it knew that I was coming over here to fix it, so it decided to stand up and act straight. So yeah, there's no problem with the taxi services. Everything's fine. We just need to wait for these cities to grow a little bit, and the cities will grow into the train. That's what we need to wait for. We'll just wait for that. Roll the intro. Well, in this episode, I was planning on doing something kind of small. Maybe connecting up Bridgeport to the passenger line, and generating a little bit more passengeristic stuff. But that was a thought. I also had a thought of maybe hooking up these construction materials. That's something I still want to do. But I got to thinking about... Let's do something a little bit bigger. We have $1.1 million just in the bank. We don't have any loan right now. The world's our oyster right now. We can do whatever we want. So I was thinking, let's hook up Centennial with Tacoma here. And it sounds a little bit strange, but just hear me out. If we can get these lines connected, that's going to give us a connection to this refinery right here. And we do have a supply of oil right here. So we can run oil from Tacoma to the refinery and back. And that'll be another one of those situations like the food here, where the trains are going both ways and loaded full both ways, making us a lot of money. One of the problems we have with this line, I mean, it's running full some of the time. Boy, it's been full every time I looked at it. I look at it now and it's not full. This is just what this game's going to do to me today. But even the line, if we look at Cargo Food Rail Tacoma, it's only making us $192K. I mean, that's nothing to ignore. I mean, it's one of our most profitable lines. But if you compare it to the Cargo Rail Food Portland, you can see it's performing not nearly as well. And that's mostly because, well, this line is bigger. There's more cars on it. but also it's loaded up going both ways. So it makes money going this way, it makes money going this way, where this one is a lot longer line, it's a lot smaller terrain, and it only makes money going one way. But the important part of that, if you didn't catch it, is that it makes money. So we're going to keep it. But yeah, I'm wanting to expand this way, and we'll get a little bit more of a breadth of the map covered, and we'll have a lot more options for our next expansion project if we can just get it down that way. So let's do it. Let's go ahead and get this track moving. First thing we come across is a hill that we're going to gouge through. And you know what? I think we're going to do it. We're going to go ahead and just gouge through this hill. Why not? And let's get the second track coming through as well. Do the big terraforming first. Rip that band-aid off and get it out of the way. We want them to go really fast out of Tacoma. And let's just see what else, how much this is going to hurt as we continue. Oh, that's a big gouge right there. What are we doing here? What are we doing? You want to bridge that. I don't want you to bridge that. Let's not bridge that. Let's take this back and maybe rethink some strategies here. Let's turn on the contour. And let's see if we can't kind of direct this a little bit down here to the road. And maybe get down here on this level. Ooh, that's quite a berm there. Let's not do that if we don't have to. We'll just take this back a little bit and rethink it. And we may spend our entire surplus here just kind of trying to figure out how we're going to navigate this forest without doing something like this. Can we go just a little bit smaller chunks? No, you're wanting to bridge the gap. Well, what if we took it off? What if we take it off this way? Will that be a little bit more reasonable? It's going to gouge in. Maybe that will get us our decline that we need in order to not build a mound. All right, that's more reasonable. I can live with this. All right, and we're now getting down into nice little flat terrain here. That is much more reasonable. All right, I like that. All right, so this is a coal mine. Someday we would like to hook that up, but that day is not today. We are aiming for the refinery, and if we could run the tracks on this side of that refinery, that would just be grand. So we want to go off in this direction. And it's wanting to snap to the road, and I am not wanting it to do that. Yeah, we've learned our lesson. Let's go ahead and bulldoze that road right there, and we'll run our track through it, and then run the road atop it. There we go. All right, someday we may be able to expand out into that, and that will be a wonderful day. Coal, we need that to take to a steel mill, I believe. And I don't know that we have any of those laying around. Not close by, at least. In most games, not having your thing close by is not a good thing. However, in this game, not having something close by, once you get in a little bit later in the game, that means you have the potential to make a lot more money. The trips pay as the crow flies, so the further you travel. So, like, from Centennial to Tacoma is going to be a much more expensive trip than Tacoma to Portland. And the distance is as the crow flies, so, you know, a trip from Tacoma to Portland is going to be the same no matter if you have a direct line or if we went over here and around and squirreled around and then went over here in the mountains and went to Tacoma. That'd be the same price, at least the way that I understand it. So we want direct lines as much as possible, but then again, the trip from Tacoma to Centennial is going to be a much more expensive. All right, so let's think. We're going to want a train station here that can access this refinery. And if possible, I would like it to not cost $1 million. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the terrain there. It's wanting to dig it down in a hole, and I wish that it wouldn't do that. Okay, that's when we connect the road. If we don't connect it to a road, it is much more reasonable. Okay, so if we had it going off like that, and we'll just take it out a little bit where it doesn't dig too far into the dirt, and we can use the road to correct the height adjustments rather than the train station itself. Now, I only want one stop here at this station, but I kind of want there to be like a pass-through. I actually want 3 tracks, but I don't want the 3 platforms. So is there something we can do? Oh, that's interesting. Max length, underground track depth. You know what? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it a little bit, I think I just want one. Oh, we can still leave that? I wonder if we can run track over that. 128, 130, 129 to find out. I'm game. Let's do it. Yeah, if we can run track over this, can. Oh, I like the flexible station. It's a great mod. All right, we need to somehow connect this line up there. Take it through the trees. Okay, we're gonna wanna build a mound. All right, and that is going to want to come in like that. However, we do have a bit of a road issue. Let's go ahead and clear that out of the way. Yeah, and I want that. Oh, well, actually, I don't know what I want that to do. What are we here? We're the inside track. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Ah, we got 2 new passenger cars. Excellent. Still waiting on a new locomotive. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna come in, and we want that. Well, we want that to just line up like that. And this is the outside track, so we're actually going to want another one coming like this. And this is going to need to connect to that. Oh, we're gonna have to figure out some stuff here. Okay, let's take you down. You need to come out on that line. You need to go in on that line. Okay, so our train here, it's the oil unloading train is going to come in onto this platform and unload, and then exit out there. I think that's exactly what we want. And this one Do we want to go ahead and take it on to... Let's take it on. We'll take it on to Centennial. Centennial. All right. And Centennial. Probably want to passenger you on this side. Just looking at it. Yeah, I think we're going to want to cross over here and then go over here to Wichita Falls and maybe even over here to... Yeah, so I think this side is what we want to do. I wonder if we can get it like right... Let's see, let's do one, and I don't want any of this. There we go. I do want the larger platform though. And yeah, that seems... This seems actually a little bit reasonable. Connect that in like that. What's that look like on this side? Yeah, it's good. I like it. Actually, let's bring it in just a hair like that. Let's not connect it up. Yeah, it's just going to deform the terrain no matter what we do. That's the one we're going to go with. And this can go and do its thing going that way. All right, so you are going to... Oh, you're going to gouge out. Whether you didn't. And where's our other end? Right there. We need to connect these two up. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Except we're targeting right for this intersection. All right, let's remove that intersection. And let's remove that all as well, because it doesn't look like it is going to be needed. There we go, right into the station. All right, let's fix this. You come on out that way. Oh, you were working, and then you decided you weren't going to, right when I clicked the button. There we go. And you, right there. There we go. It was like I was never there. All right, so that is a long line. Warning, make sure that Lincoln Transfer is connected to a street network. You got it there, boss. I was getting to that. The medium street. Little hill like that. That works. And that should mean you are connected to that, and you are. And we want to double track this because we will have two trains that will release onto these tracks. And while it is possible to run two trains on a single track, as long as you do things like passing lanes, things like that, I just prefer to go ahead and spend the money and make it a double track all the way. And I think we only need to make it a double track up until this station. And from here on out, take it out a little ways, we'll merge it together. We'll merge it together. Merge it together. There we go. And it can just be a one tracker going out that way. At least for now. We'll probably update that at some point in time. All right, that is that full line done. Very, very excellent. And we want to get a train station. Do we want a train station? Or do we want to run? That is a long way to run a bus. Mm-hmm. I'd almost like to put a station. Let's get the flexible station. This one has a curvature. We can curve. Curvature A, curvature B. Yeah, we can turn this into like a half moon here. Let's see what we can do with this. Okay, the shape's doing what I'm thinking. However, the track, the terrain, however, is not. And the terrain's really not wanting to work with me here. Let's see, is there any way we can make this work reasonably? I think that is as reasonable as we're going to get with the equipment that we're currently working with. Boy, that's a little curvy. That's a little curvy, Kitch. I'm not sure about that. Let's do that a little bit differently. Let's not curve. Straight, straight. Let's flip this. All right, let's upgrade this station. We want to add a second street spot. Where is that? In-street connection, main street connection, both. Apply. Okay, that brought that around. Let's get the station here. 300 and... All right, that answers my question. That was kind of expensive to answer that question, but it answers it. I was trying to see if we could get that one in range. It appears that we cannot. Now, I bet we could move that into a location where it would work. Let's see, if we put 2 platforms there. Boy, that would be expensive. That's 453K for a station. However, it would be a station that oh, that made it more expensive. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? All right, what if we did that, 282K, and then did the thing like we did below, where we run the street. Let's just see. Let's just see if this is going to work. Too much slope. That's kind of what I expected. Let's see. How is this going to work? Got to be a way to make it work. Like that. That's how that works. All right, and if we got one of these and put it right here, that would be in range of both the stations. Yes, they both lit up. Look, can we get to a big one? Can. All right, that's what we need to do right there. And then we'll take this one out And this will all transfer up here to the big one. I think that's the way we need to go about doing that. All right, well, that was a lot of work for very little. Let's go ahead and see if we can connect this up. Yeah, that's just gonna have to be that way. And we'll take this across, and we'll have to merge these two lines together. Do we need two? I don't know that we need two. We'll do two. So you are going to want to merge into... Come on. You can do it. You're not going to want to do it. Take you out a little bit further. You merge into... You merge into that line. Okay, that works. And then you follow him, and you merge right beside him. Wonderful. All right, so that actually works. All right, so what we're going to do in the next episode is we're going to tie this line up to... Actually, let's just do that now. Let's just do it. Whoa, what's going on here? Come on, Sally. Nope. Come on. Nope. Nope. All right. Bye, road. You know what? This can be a little bit sharper of a turn because we're going to be like coming out of a station. So you are going to come and merge. Oh, this is going to have to do some... We're going to have to do some gouging. That is okay. You worry so much about... Much slope. You worry so much about the terrain costs as you're starting out, and then you finally reach a point where you're making enough money where... it doesn't matter. Alright, well, it looks like we're not sloping enough. So if we just ran from there to merge into this somehow... Oh yeah, no, I agree. That's horrible. Let's take it out a little bit. Where do you want to come in? Okay, well, how do you keep... Let's see if we can do this. We'll do this from the other side. You just merge into this track. It should be easy as cake. Cake. Where do you want to fit? Nope. All right, let's go with a different strategy. Let's pull out our terrain tool. And let's do a bit of flattenerating here. Just a little bit here and there. And let's go ahead and try to smooth some of this out here. All right, and now let's see if that is possibly a little bit more fencing. Look at that. Look at that right there. We convinced it. It bought what we were selling. We probably just spent ludicrous amounts of money to get that to occur, but doesn't matter because it is now there. All right. Come on. There we go. Too much curvature. No. I disagree. There, see? Told you. All right, was that necessary? I don't know, but it's now done, and we have quite a bit of a line now. This is not quite done. This needs to. I forgot about that. I forgot completely about that. This needs to somehow come in over here. And we also need to get a little bit of a crisscross growing on this side that we did not do. Let's see if we can sneak that in there. Not even a little bit. Not even a teensy bit. Ah, yep, we can. Nope, too much slope. Too much slope. Construction not possible. Well, we may need to do a little bit of planning here, redoing. That is certainly a possibility. I may play with this a little bit in between episodes, and when I come back, it will just be magical. It'll just be magical. You'll see. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.